Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you can hear me well. Hope you can see me well. How you doing, random? What's going on, Uziko? How you doing? Awesome. How you doing, Barrow? What's going on, guys? Yeah, hit the like button if you can. It does help, I think. Helps with like spreading the stream and getting it on like the recommended page or whatever. It's been a while. It's been a little while, Barrow. Happy New Year to everyone. Hope you're all been well. Hope you all had a great Christmas. I know it's like almost the end of January, 17th of January. But I've been away for a little while. I had some time off. I've been back to work for like 2 and a bit weeks. Hey, Barrow. Yeah, so good to be back, building a PC, just hanging out with you guys. I literally finished work half an hour ago. I work from home. I don't know if any of you are in Sydney, but man, we had some crazy storms the last couple days, and it's fucking, I shouldn't swear, it's really windy outside at the moment. And anyway, when the storm happened yesterday with all the rain, or the day before it was, I think the day before, on Wednesday, the storm basically knocked out our NBN. We had like a massive electrical spark from our router. So currently we're doing all of this with my mobile phone, which is behind the curtain near the window, trying to get maximum reception. And so we're personal hotspotting to the PC to sort of stream this and make it all happen. So thank God for personal hotspot. Otherwise this wouldn't be possible. So But anyway, it's mega windy at the moment. I'm glad I'm inside. So yeah, super scary. Anyway, should we get the ball rolling? I'll just maybe turn down the music a little bit more. Is that too loud, or is that just like you can just hear it? You can hear me okay, hopefully. I've got the microphone like 30 centimeters away, so I don't know if that's okay or not. Let me know. You guys can tell me if it's okay, then we'll get started. Hit the like button if you can as well. I think we've got 2 likes. Let's try and get maybe 5 likes. I can see we've got 6 concurrent viewers so far, so that's super exciting. Oh, 3 likes. Can we get 4? Let's go 4 likes. 5. Alright, let's get started. Let's not waste any more time. No, it's money more? What does that mean? I don't understand. Anyway, you've retracted your message. So for this PC, you probably saw the thumbnail, maybe not, I don't know. I spent a little bit more than 1,000. So 1,180 Australian dollars. Hey, the chat box is working. Thank God. It was bugging out for me before. Let me turn that one off. Let me fix the sub alert box. Hang on 1 second. Alert box. Hang on. It's got to do something real quick. Sub alert. Let's just paste that there. Alright. Chat box. Alright, cool. I think we're good now. I was having some weird issues before with like the alert boxes and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, sorry, where was I up to? Let me close down a few tabs because I'm confusing myself. Oh my god. Happens every stream, I swear. 1 second. Where were we up to? Alrighty, cool. So, we spent 1,180 Australian dollars. So, the last PC that we did in December was 1,000, and that was like an AM4 CPU. It was a 5600X with a 4060 with DDR4. So kind of like last gen, if you know what I mean. And I wanted to try and see if we could get the next gen for just a little bit more money. So I'll switch camera so you guys can see what we got. So starting with the CPU, AMD Ryzen 5, and this one is the 8500G. So we've gone AM5 for this one. So 6 cores, 12 threads, 5 gigahertz max boost. Comes with the cooler in the box. I think we paid about 220 Australian dollars for this guy. So that should be, I mean, it's like the cheapest AM5 CPU you can get. Then for RAM, we've got, oh shit, DDR5, Corsair, 16 gigs, 5200 megahertz, not RGB, just very much their stock sort of basic RAM, but still DDR5, 16 gigs, plenty for gaming, obviously 2 sticks, so dual channel. Then the SSD, I think we paid about 80 bucks for the RAM, by the way. SSD, we've got here the Gigabyte Gen 3, not Gen 4, but realistically it's not going to make a huge difference for FPS or anything like that. This is a 1 terabyte Gigabyte NVMe SSD, as it says here down in the bottom. And then for the motherboard, so this one here, actually we got a pretty good deal. We got the B650M gaming Wi-Fi, so micro ATX motherboard, built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. So if we spin it around on the back, it doesn't really show any photos of the motherboard. Sorry, it's a bit of a letdown. But anyway, we'll get this out of the box pretty soon. So AM5 motherboard with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And then power supply. I think we've used one of these before. MSI Mag, 650 watt, 80 plus bronze. Nothing too crazy, but this is also not a crazy, you know, expensive PC, but this will definitely do the job. Not modular, but hey, it's got everything that we need. Then the most exciting part that I'm excited by anyway is the GPU. So we've got the Intel Arc B580. This is from Intel. This is their, I guess, equivalent of like a Founders Edition. So B580, this card is pretty insane for the money. I think we paid about 400 bucks or 450 for this, so similar to like a 4060 in terms of price. But this one is, and you probably can't really see it because the label is very small down here, but this is the limited edition as well. So once these are done, in terms of like how many there are, once they're made, they're all done. I think that's how it works, right? That's what limited edition. But 12 gig of VRAM compared to compared to the RX 6600 from AMD, which has 8 gig, and also the 4060 with 8 gig. So this could probably do 1440p perfectly fine. We're going to be probably selling this to someone who's going to play with 1080p, but for 1,180, you know, to get yourself basically all new gen parts that are going to last you for ages. And then the case, I might just switch cameras again. The case that we're using is this one, the View, trying to get it, the View 170 TG. So this has glass on the front, glass on the side, 2 fans on the back for intake, 1 on the back for an exhaust, PSU in the basement, and you can put an, you know, AIO in the top if you want to do something like that. It is a black case, it's got glass, it's got 3 fans that are addressable, and didn't cost too much money. So cases, by the way, are getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper all the time. So that's what we got. Any questions? Any comments? What do you guys think? AM5, and I mean, who would have thought in 2025 we're doing an AMD CPU with an Intel GPU? Kind of messes with my brain a little bit. Because I definitely wasn't expecting that. So let's get the party started, hey? Let's just switch the view around like this, and then that way you guys can see what is happening. So, motherboard time. Let's get this out of the box. I've never actually done, by the way, actually no, that's a lie. I have done one AM5 build before, but it's been a little while. In terms of accessories in the box, the only thing that this motherboard really gives you is just the Wi-Fi antennas and a SATA cable. But other than that, you know, there's no discs or anything. Everything is downloadable off the webs. So yeah, there's literally nothing else in here. There's like a little warranty document and that's about it. Maybe I'll use this camera over here. It's really nice, this motherboard, that it includes the I/O shield already sort of pre-installed, and you know, it's a budget motherboard, but like you've got 2.5 gig Ethernet, 2 USB 2s, a HDMI out, 2 USB 3s, VGA, PS2, another 2 USB 2s, Wi-Fi, and then you've also got obviously the front header. If you want to go ahead and do USB 3 in your case, 2 RAM slots, AM5 socket, Gen 4 SSD, spot for your graphic card. Like, it's not a bad looking motherboard, especially for the money, in my opinion. Think the first thing that we should probably do is let's do the RAM and the SSD. Fun story, this particular blade and this little toolkit thing, I've had this for over 16 years. This was given to me as a gift a long time ago when I was in high school. Fun little fact. Am I going to get any of the 50 series cards? Depends on the pricing. Maybe a 5070, like I've got a 4070 now, so like maybe I'll just go to a 5070. I don't really need to, like, you know, upgrade to something more than what I have now. Like, I have a 4070 Ti and a 13900K, and they serve me, you know, pretty well. The 9800X3D is pretty insane. That being said, like, they're very hard to find. I think they're pretty much sold out everywhere, right? The 9800X3D. Alrighty, just cut a few more boxes. Hope you guys are doing well though. Happy New Year and all that. What's everyone been up to? Is everyone like back to work or back to school, or is it still school holidays? Like, I don't know. Very interesting. I actually haven't seen a CPU come out with like a little booklet and like a little tray. It's very cute. Join Team Red. Well, obviously we're joining Team Red, so let me just put this back in the box. Grab the cooler out. School holidays. When does school go back? Is it like another few weeks or? The cooler's pretty much the same as like the AM4. It's like the same sort of like Wraith cooler design or whatever, with a bit of, you know, thermal paste on there. Nothing special, but we were trying to keep this pretty budget, you know, so it will do the job. Sometime in Feb, okay, so you got a bit longer. Is anyone watching the cricket, the Big Bash, or the Australian Open? It always makes me excited when you get to see like the socket with all the pins. Really nice. I don't know, always makes me kind of excited. Pull back one, pop up the latch, grab the CPU, try not to drop it, try not to damage it. I do like how these CPUs look, they look really nice. So AMD Ryzen 5, that looks good. Looking all squeaky clean. Alright, so just got to line it up with the notches and then plop it in. Give it a little wiggle, close the cover. There we go, CPU is installed. So that's part one. Now we'll do the SSD now. Got my Linus Tech Tip screwdriver. Really good screwdriver, actually. What's your opinion of AIO coolers compared to the coolers for the compared to air coolers for the CPU? Is an AIO worth it? Definitely. You know, with an AIO, you're going to get a lot more surface area, right? So, like, if you think of an air cooler, right, they're like these things that are stacked this tall, they're only this wide. There's not a lot of surface area for the heat, and so the fan has to sort of work a little bit harder to get that heat out of there. So there's a little bit more noise, but, you know, air coolers, very reliable. You're not going to have to worry about that risk of, like, water possibly leaking or anything like that, or the pump failing. So with an AIO, the advantage is you get a much more aesthetically looking, like nicer looking PC internally because you don't have that big stack cooler. The pumps are quite nice now. The pumps are very quiet. And because you've got that huge radiator, so either like a 240 or a 360, I probably wouldn't bother with a 120mm AIO if you can avoid it. So like a 240, much more surface area for the heat to go, you know, through the tubes, through the water, and then dissipated with two fans. So, you know, I use an AIO, I use a 360, and I would say that the performance that I get from it on a really high-end CPU like the 13900K is worth it. If you've got a very basic CPU like the one that we're putting in this motherboard, like a 5600 6-core 12-thread, like an i5 or something like that, or a Ryzen 5 or a Ryzen 7, you're probably okay with just with an air cooler. If you're going to be going, you know, to that top tier, then I'd probably invest the money and get a water cooler as well. That's what I think. That's what I think. Alrighty, so SSD time. So this is the Gigabyte Gen 3 250 or 2500E SSD. Nothing crazy, just a terabyte of storage. That's really all we're after, just for the games. And you know, I'm going to be selling this PC as well, like on Facebook Marketplace. So I think most people want a terabyte. Obviously, it comes with a nice little heat sink with a bit of thermal paste on there as well. So has the screw in there too, so you're not going to lose it, which is nice. So SSD is going in. Alright, SSD's done. The RAM, simple matte black Vengeance 8 gig stick DDR5, so we'll pop that in, just pull these little levers, open them up, get the RAM, slot it in, push it down until you hear that click. Make sure it's seated all the way in. Alrighty, so there's your motherboard, CPU, RAM, and SSD installed. And now for the cooler. So for the cooler, we actually need to unscrew these little retention brackets, and then we just screw it in basically. Putting the CPU in the socket is nerve-wracking stuff. Yeah, it can be. Especially if you're doing it on stream. Looks like we've got 8 people watching at the moment. How many likes do we have? Do we have more likes? 7 likes and 9 viewers. Let's try and get a few more likes, hey? See if we can get double digits in terms of viewers. That would be nice. I really do enjoy doing these, you know, these live streams, PC building. I very, very much appreciate it when you guys turn up. So thank you, appreciate it. Alright, hooking up the CPU fan. Make sure the little AMD is on the right, just for, again, aesthetics. That's pretty much sitting on there perfectly. So now we'll just screw it in. We'll just maybe run that cable down there a little bit, just to sort of tidy it up. Always go, when you're screwing something in, go like opposite corner to opposite corner. That way you get even pressure when you're mounting your CPU cooler and, you know, it's making good contact with the heatsink. This one's not grabbing. Just going to have to push down a little bit harder. The last one's always a bit funny. I think we got it. There we go. Just have to push down a bit harder because the cardboard box is flexing a little bit as well. Alrighty, that one's in. That one's in. That one's in. Just going around one more time just to make sure. Alrighty. Cool. So motherboard is all done. So very compact, sleek little thing. So we'll put that to the side now. And I think we'll do the case and then get the motherboard mounted. What do you guys think I should do in terms of like, in terms of the next budget? So this is about $1,000 or $1,100 PC. So I guess pretty budget. Should I try and do like, you know, maybe a $1,500 PC or a $2,000 PC? Or should I try and do like a $750 PC? Like, is that even possible? Hey, Martonic, how you doing? Bass Music, how you doing? Thanks for dropping by, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, PC building, that's what we're doing. Ultra budget or a 1440p? Can you put Windows 7? I mean, you can. I don't know why you would. Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you, Martonic. I'm doing really well. Oh yeah, Scrapyard Wars. So like, should I do like Facebook Marketplace? Is that the vibe? This is the case, by the way. So this is the View 170TG. We used this on our last build. Just a really simple glass, you know, two-sided case with that front and obviously the side. You've got two intakes set to reverse fans. Then you've obviously got one exhaust, and it's basically a toolless case. Like everything just sort of pops off without any pops off without any screws. Just a really nice, you know, case to work in. It's always nice when you don't have to use any sort of like screws to take it apart. So, you know, that's the case. Like this case I think was like 70 bucks, and it comes with all the glass plus all the screws. Like, what more do you really want at this price point? Like, what more can you really ask for? It's pretty great value. You've got two USB 3s on the top. You've got your microphone, headphone jacks on there as well. It's a great case. Comes with all the screws you need, comes with all the cable ties you need. Even the cable management for the RGB is all done in advance, so that makes life a lot easier as well. I'm just checking the RGB part. It's funny actually, they don't do the RGB cable management for you. You've got to do that part yourself. But they do plug the screws in. I mean the screws. They do plug the fan headers in, so that's okay, I guess. Do you think Windows 7 will still work? Possibly. I don't know. I doubt it. All I can hear is the wind. Yeah. It's friggin' windy outside. Are you still using the XPG Invader case? Oh yeah. I'm still using that as well. Good case, hey. Are you still playing Call of Duty? I haven't played Call of Duty in such a long time. I've been just like too busy. I've been really enjoying though. I've only just started it, and I'm sorry, like I know I'm a bit late, but I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for the first time, and that is a lot of fun. I don't know if any of you guys have played Red Dead, but a lot of fun. Red Dead Redemption 2 is great, yeah. I'm only like 20% through, so I've still got heaps to go, but I'm like, any spare chance I get, that's what I'm playing at the moment. It's very chill, it's a beautiful looking game. It really is a nice looking game. Like, it doesn't matter if you're playing it on like a TV or a monitor or whatever, it just looks, it looks outstanding. In my opinion. In my humble opinion. In case you're wondering what I'm doing back here, by the way, I'm doing all the cable management, so let me just flick it to this angle. So all these different cables for the fans and the RGB, I basically just plug them all in and got them all working, so that way when I go to do it when the motherboard's in the case, it's a lot easier. Have you got the white horse? Not yet. Is there a white horse? Don't spoil it for me, don't give me any spoilers. I'll be a very upset person. Alright, let's lay this down and let's get the motherboard installed, hey? What angle should I use? Maybe this one. Maybe I'll just raise this camera a little bit higher. Something like that. And you guys can hopefully see into the case where we're putting, you know, let me move that up a bit more. Oh, it's a little bit hard. Trying to figure out how to do this so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Kind of like that, and then like this is where the motherboard goes in, so in there. We've obviously got our bag of screws here, so we'll take that out. We've actually got a screw tray as well, which is very helpful to have so you don't lose any of your bits. The best horse in the game. Okay, I'll go and check it out. Cool, cool, cool. Alrighty. Time to put some screws into the case. Always want to make sure I get the right ones. We'll grab the motherboard, we'll line it up. Something like this. The good thing with this case as well is all the mounts for the actual motherboard are already done for you, so you don't have to put in any mounts or anything like that, which is nice. Cool, so that's our... It's really hard to show you guys properly, hey? Is that better? I'm trying to get it in there as much as possible. Can you guys see that? I think you can see that, right? It's just catching a little bit up here. Alrighty. I was just looking at the motherboard standoffs and I was like, I feel like I'm missing one, but I'm not. It's all good. There's just a gap where there should be one, so that's okay. I was just paranoid and I was just like wanting to just double check. Did you ever have a PSU fall on you? No. How the hell did that happen? Like, what the hell? Oh, fail. Have I had one fail on me? No, it's been a long time since I've had a PSU fail. Oh my god, sorry about the ads. It's no copyright music. What CPU am I using? I am using a... What is it? Just double checking the name. This one here. The Ryzen 5 8500G. That's what I'm using. Sorry. Let me skip the ad. Oh, never mind. It's just YouTube, like no copyright music, live stream situation. So hopefully it's all fine. Venom 2 X4? Nah, that's a little bit too old, man. That's a little bit too old. Alright, I'm just gonna whack the power supply in and then we'll do the GPU. Should probably change angles. So that's the power supply there. Not a bad looking power supply. Obviously flat black cables, 650 watts, 80 plus bronze. You know, not the worst, not the best. Alrighty, let's stand this up. Put this power supply in. Pretty sure there's always a little sticker on here, so I'm just gonna obviously do the peel. I wonder how many people have forgotten to do this. Whee, there we go. Alright, PSU is in. Now we're just going to run a couple cables. Obviously we don't need SATA, we don't need SATA power. We just want GPU and we want motherboard and we want CPU power. So we'll do CPU power as well. Sorry, I should be showing you this if I could, but it's probably going to be impossible to show given the angles. But this one here goes up into the corner. That's for the CPU, so we'll plug that one in. If I can get it in there, first go. I think that's in. Let me just give it a push. Alright, so CPU's in. Then what we'll do is run the USB ports and everything down the bottom. So obviously we want to do front panel audio, USB 3, so people can plug in their headphones and whatnot. That's the front panel. This one is HD audio, so we'll do that one. Good old HD audio. Some weird angles. So there we go. So we've got our HD audio down in the bottom corner here. We've got our front panel connectors for like the power button, the reset. Then we've got our USB 3 connection. Oh my god, this is too hard. Maybe I've got to change screen so you guys can see a bit better. There we go, that's better. So USB 3 going down in the bottom right corner over here, the front panel header down here for your power button, and then over in this back left corner, sort of like down there, you can see you've got your HD audio, RAM, CPU cooler, and then you've got your power supply for the, power connector for the CPU up in the top. Then we've got to do the motherboard 24 pin, which I'm always confused on this board how they want you to do it, but I'm going to go this way this time. Fucking tight cable. Alrighty, so trying to show you guys. Oh my god, the blur. I've got to turn off the blur. Hang on a second. Show you a different angle. Maybe this camera. Ugh. There we go. So that's your motherboard connector, your CPU power connector, your fan, all your cables down the bottom. I don't know if this is boring to you guys, but I'm just trying to educate a little bit if I can help people, because building computers is honestly something that I love doing. It's like so much fun, and I'm just trying to help out, you know. So now what we'll do is we'll grab the graphic card and whack that in. So let's get the GPU, because this part I'm very excited about. So Intel Arc B580. I saw the performance of this on a review video and I was just like, wow, like it looks like it does really well. Who would have thought AMD CPU, Intel GPU. Oh my god, there's another bit of tape just up here. Alrighty, let's move that box to the side. Ooh, Intel Arc. I do think they make some really nice GPUs. Does anyone have any opinions on like Intel GPUs? I use an A750 out in my gaming PC in the lounge room and it's honestly been great. No crashes, no issues. Oh shit, this is pretty special. Let's play Intel Arc. Comes in a nice bag. Ooh, the bag's really nice. Ooh, ooh. This is very premium. I'm having a proper like reaction to this right now. This is not a bag, a little cloth. Look, clothy cloth. Oh, you know I'm keeping this. You know I'm keeping that. Oh, this GPU looks great. It looks so good. Oh my god, it looks so nice. Wow, how do I get the rest of it out? Does it just fall out? Do I just pop it out like that? Do I grab it by the teeth? Oh my god, I'm so nervous right now. Grab that little piece of cardboard, move that off. Can we just like lift it out? Oh yeah, here we go. Lifting it out. Intel Arc B580. The matte black is super nice. Super nice. Flip it over. This is the cooling side. Oh, the matte black looks so just buttery. How does that look? Come on, guys. You have to admit, that looks better than pretty much all of the AMD GPUs that have come out recently. I think it looks very sleek. Simple, just 8-pin connector, matte black design. Got a nice heatsink on the back here where the air blows through. And in terms of ports on this card, you've got HDMI, DP, DP, and DP. So 3 display ports and a HDMI. I think that's 2.1 as well. Man, come on. Looks super sleek. On the back of the card, just super sexy, I think. In terms of accessories, I don't think you get much else. I might have to look at this card in a second, but I think it looks awesome. Let's just pop that down for a sec. I want to take a quick photo before I put it in my computer. Let me just do that. Man, bit of a fingerprint magnet, but like, looks super good. GPU cost about $458 or something like that. So, you know, not super expensive, but definitely better than I think a 4060. More VRAM. Oh, all my monitors just flickered. Are we good? I think we're okay. Don't know what that was. We've still got internet. Everything looks okay. Just ignore it and move on. Before I put the GPU in, what I'm going to do is just quickly do the cabling for the fans and the RGB. So just give me a second, because it's much easier to do it now than, you know, putting in the graphic card. Do all your cabling in the GPU should basically be the last thing that goes in your PC. That's how I think you should do it anyway. Alrighty, so this one is for our fan, so we'll go down and plug that one in down the bottom. Hopefully I get this right first go. If not, it's not a big deal. Just try and do it quickly as well, you know. Alright, so fan is in, and now it's the RGB. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, RGB. I think we've got a connector up near the top for RGB. No, we've got to go down the bottom. Okay. Centicom Auburn, yeah, that's where I got pretty much everything from. Have you been there before? Alrighty, time to do GPU install. So let's go ahead and flick around to this angle. We'll try and point the camera up here a little bit. It's not crooked, it's just the camera that seems a bit off. Alrighty, so GPU time. Oh, we need to put the GPU power connector through as well. So we'll just do that quickly. So it just uses an 8-pin power connector, so it doesn't use that new standard that NVIDIA is going for, which is nice. Just makes it a little bit easier for some people who are just upgrading like old PCs without needing to use adapters and stuff like that. My chat, hang on a second. What is going on? Oh my god, my PC's wanting to do a Windows update while I'm streaming, seriously. Seriously, come on. Alrighty, GPU is in, and I might say it just sort of fills it up and looks quite good. I actually think I might run this power connector a different way, because there is actually a spot in the basement and it pops up just from here. There we go. Come on, buddy. Alrighty, so that is the GPU done. Now we'll just whack a few screws in to hold everything back in place. Oh my god, just dropped the screwdriver with the screw. Luckily everything is okay. We're almost done though. Of course, the screw that I dropped is the last one that I need. Luckily, we've got spares. It's all good. Cool. Tucked away that cable, so we've got our GPU, motherboard, power supply, RAM, SSD, CPU, cabling all done, all looking good. So now, I think it's time to turn it on and see if it works. I think we should be good though, so let's pray to Tech Jesus. 3, 2, 1, power supply on. Fans are spinning. Hopefully we get some RGB. Give it a second. Normally it takes a minute for the RGB. There we go. Obviously we've got the Intel Arc logo there as well lighting up. That's not RGB, it's just simple white. I'm sad it works. Why are you sad that it works? You should be happy that it works. Why don't you want it to work? Mate, how long was that? Like for me to build the thing, I don't know, like 45 minutes or so. Maybe a little bit longer. We've been streaming for 56, but I didn't start building like straight away. So I think like 45 minutes. And then obviously we've got to install Windows and do all that. But yeah, happy days. So we'll go ahead and turn it back off. We'll do the cable management, just run some cable ties. We'll put the glass panel on and, you know, done skis. Pretty straightforward. You know, why does it have to be difficult? Are you impressed how quick I did that? I don't know if you're impressed or if you're upset. You're so quick. Thank you, mate. I have been doing this for a while. I mean, I don't get to build PCs much anymore, but I still enjoy building them. You need the Asus PC and the Phantom 6? Mate, what century are you from? Just curious. Do some little twisty twists, twisty twists. Alrighty. I'm not going to go too crazy with the cable management just because, you know, I like it to be not super complex for the person who might buy this and want to tear it apart and put it back together. Alright, we just got to run maybe a couple more zip ties and then I think we're done skis. I'm obviously not going to put heaps of effort into the cable management because nowadays they do give you a fair bit of room behind the case to sort of stuff it all away, but I think, you know, we're okay in terms of what we've done. Put the cover back on the back. Which way are we going? Shit. I think I might need to fix that bulge a little bit more. Just this one here, it's a little bit sticking up just a little bit. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to the chat right now. Just give me a minute. Alrighty, I think we should be okay now to put that panel back on. There we go. Panel on. There's a little bit of a bulge, but not crazy or anything like that. There's always going to be a little bit. It's going to be a little bit tight, but happy days. Yeah, pretty much if I was to install Windows and, you know, download a game, probably about 2 hours from build to game, basically. It's going to take you 4 days. I don't think it'll take you 4 days. I can't see that happening. Alrighty, glass time, glass panel time. Give it a little white. And then we'll do a peel. Alrighty. Who's ready for the peel? Ooh, super satisfying. Put the next piece of glass on. We've got one more peel to go. Alrighty. Alrighty, you guys ready for this one? Oof. Very satisfying. Very, very satisfying. Now we'll turn it on one more time. Obviously heaps of reflections, but looking very nice. Very nice. Maybe I'll just turn the lights off for a second. Hang on. Let's turn the lights off for a minute. Turn this one off as well. What other lights do we have? This one over the back. Oops. There we go. Honestly, not a bad looking PC, and obviously we can change the colors of these fans, but you know, plenty of airflow, not super noisy, and overall, very, very happy. Give the 8K CPU and Phantom a chance. Nah, I'm okay. Thank you. Where would I even find one? Like eBay somewhere? Something like that? Alrighty. Well, let's turn this off. Alrighty. Cool skis, there was just one little bit that I forgot to do, but that's all done now, so we'll just put it over the back here. Let it just sort of sit there for a little bit. And then, that's pretty much it. So basically, next step now is I've got a, it's under the rubbish of the boxes and all that stuff. Can't speak. There's a little USB drive with Windows 11 on it. So next steps is to turn it on and obviously install Windows 11, do the BIOS updates, do all the drivers, get all the Windows updates done, and then take a bunch of photos, put it on Facebook Marketplace. But before I sell it, what I will be doing is I will be making like a long format video, basically just talking about the parts that I used. Maybe we'll do some benchmarks, and we will post them like clips on Instagram, TikTok. So if you're on Instagram or TikTok, YouTube Shorts, whatever, I'll be posting some little shorts so you can see the performance of this PC. So if you wanted to maybe build something similar using the same GPU or the same CPU, you know, you can get a bit of an idea on like how it will actually perform. Because a lot of the time when videos come out and you can see the benchmarks, after a couple driver updates, things start to get normally a little bit better. Normally you get another 5 or 10% in terms of like performance improvement once the driver updates come out and everything else. So yeah, that's the next step, to do the clips, do the shorts, do the long format videos. So you will see more videos on the channel and on TikTok and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed watching that. That was pretty chill for a Friday Arvo. Now you're correct. I'm probably going to head up to the pub and get like an afternoon beer, or maybe bring some beers home and watch the cricket or something like that. My partner's out at the moment, I think, having some drinks, and so I think, you know what, I probably will do the same thing. So if you have any questions, now's your chance to ask those questions. Otherwise, we'll probably wrap up this stream so I can go and enjoy the rest of my afternoon. Yeah, what do you guys think? Is it just going to be like silence? You guys aren't going to ask any questions? Which is totally fine. If you want to say nothing, that is all Gucci. The motherboard that I used is this one. B650M gaming Wi-Fi. With Bluetooth as well, I should add. So I think this motherboard actually got a pretty good deal on it. $170, something like that. So yeah, 8500G CPU, B650 motherboard for the CPU. B650 motherboard, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD. Yeah, pretty good. Waiting for the next build. What should I do for the next build? Should I do like another AMD or Intel? Should I, should I do a live stream and you guys can pick all the different parts? In my personal rig, I have a 13900K CPU and a 4070 Ti. I have a Gen 5 2 terabyte SSD. I have an 850 watt gold power supply from Thermaltake. The case is a XPG Invader X. The cooler is from XPG as well. It's the Levante 360, I think it is. Actually can't buy that power supply. Oh, sorry, that cooler in Australia, I don't think. Yeah, so 13900K, 4070 Ti, 32 gigs of RAM from XPG as well. I did an XPG build a while ago on the channel. With the Intel GPU, not sure to get it. I've actually, like I said, got a PC in my living room. If you go onto my channel, if you go onto my YouTube channel, you'll see there's a video called like the $1,000 home theater PC, and that uses an Intel GPU, the A750, I think it was, or maybe the A770. But I've been using okay, you guys are gonna laugh, but 7800X3D is a really good chip. I actually had a 7800X3D, but mine was faulty and I returned it and I switched to Intel. That's a short story. You guys are gonna laugh. So I have a 4K TV, OLED, 65-inch LG TV. I've got the Sonos surround sound system. And I was just like, I want a PC that I can obviously watch Dolby Vision and Dolby HDR and like Dolby Atmos content through the PC. So that PC does all that. But I was like, you know what, I want to play some games. And I actually play Red Dead Redemption 2, low settings, 4K with like the, you know, upscaling XESS, I think it is. I get like 60 FPS at 4K with an i3 CPU and an A750 GPU. So when people say, oh, you need a really powerful computer for 4K gaming, if you're willing to sacrifice on quality a little bit, and like the thing is, I'm sitting 2 meters back from the TV, and the TV's so good anyway that like even low settings, the game looks pretty solid. Anyway, I think it's just funny. i3 CPU and a 4K TV. And it's super energy efficient. It like doesn't use any power at all. Can you build an AMD Phantom? No, that is my answer, no. I never will, not on this channel, sorry. Go and try somebody else. Is that too rude? But there's your answer. How good's this little cloth though? The Intel Arc cloth. I am keeping that. Bass music, mate. Why would I even do that? Like, tell me why. Like, why specifically? Like, are you like the only person still using that CPU? Like, what's your deal? You got to give me some context. Like, that's a fairly random CPU to be like begging me to do a PC build with. It's kind of random, very random. Not just you. It feels like just you. You're the only one here saying it. Like, what's your reason? Like, why do you want me to do a build? Like, it's so random. Oh, this is pretty cool. Hang on a second. So I got this box and obviously had the Let's Play Intel Arc and had a little document in here as well about, I don't know, regulations and warranties, probably something like that. But then there was this other thing. I was like pulling that out. I was like, what's in here? And it's like, thank you for choosing Intel Arc B series graphic card for the next chapter in your hardware odyssey with us. Open it up. What do we got here? A little quick start guide? It's pretty cute. Open it up. We've got, oh, do we have stickers? We have some stickers here. I like it. We've got a little stand. What's the stand for? Is it to make like a little, I don't know, a little holder for something? Like what is meant to go in here? I'm curious. Oh my god. Oh my god, you get to make, oh my god, you get to make a little GPU that folds over like this. And then that would probably stick on. Oh my god, this is too cute. So that would like, no, that doesn't go there. Maybe like this. Oh my god, so you have like a little holder for like your little GPU or something. That is too sick. Slide? What does that mean? It says slide. I'm confused. What does that mean? That's all there is. Oh my god, it literally tells you how to assemble the GPU. That is so sick. Oh my god. It's got a whole assembly for like building your own GPU. Oh my god. I need to do that. That is so cool. So cool. I'm a fanboy. I'm a fanboy. I'm just saying it. I'm a fanboy. What do you do for my day job? My day job, I am a IT manager. That's what I do. Warning, if you do not make it, then I will do it. Okay, sure. Yeah. I worked in computer shops for a long time. I worked at MSY. I worked at ARC. I worked at Leading Edge Computers. I worked at KS Computers in Sydney. I worked at Apple as a genius for 5 years. I'm definitely not a genius. I'm far from it. And then I left Apple after 5 years. Like I did 5 years at Apple retail, 5 years in like miscellaneous computer shops. Then I did 5 years in a corporate job for another place, and then now I'm in like an IT management position. So yeah, that's me. That's what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I said that. Anyway, guys, I think I'm done for the night. Like I said, I want to go up and have a beer up the road. I've got to tidy up. I've got to build that little GPU thing. So, thanks for hanging out, everybody. It's been great. We smashed out that PC. That was pretty quick. Chuck us a sub if you're not subbed to the channel. Like I said, follow me on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Social Hardware Official or Social Hardware. Look me up, you'll be able to find me, hopefully. Links in the video description or in the bio or in the fucking homepage, you'll find me. There's a Discord link as well on the channel, on the homepage. If you go there and you want to chat and hang out on the Discord, you can. I really enjoy building PCs. I really enjoy doing these live streams. I don't know if I'll be doing review videos much more because I'm just not super interested in it. But, you know, who knows? Maybe from time to time. So, thank you guys. I'll see you guys in maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We'll do another live stream and we'll build something else. So, you know, be on the lookout. Have me on the alerts if you want to come by and hang out for the next one. But other than that, have a happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Go and enjoy your life. Go and enjoy your weekend and have a beer if you can. Over 18, drink responsibly. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm done. All right, guys. That's it. Have a good night, have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers. Bye.